It's the middle of the week and you've got the midweek blues. No worries, today's menu is gonna be fantastic. I have the cure, it's my midweek Mongolian beef. It helps take the cure away from the midweek blues. And it doesn't get any easier than this. We take tender pieces of ribeye steak, we season them with 5-spice powder, coat them and fry them until they're golden brown. We toss those in a flavorful sauce of ginger, soy, and brown sugar. Add a glass of my refreshing OJ Outers and you're in for an Asian treat that's hearty, satisfying, and just good food. And here's how we get started, all right? Let me show you what we do. First things first is I gotta get some oil on, so I wanna go ahead and I got a cast iron skillet. I wanna get some oil on, and that's gonna be for our beef that we're gonna season up. Speaking of beef, let's get started. Now look at this. I have got some amazing pieces of ribeye steak. I'm gonna grab a knife. This is ribeye steak that's also been kind of cut in half. So it's gonna be nice and thin for us, and it's gonna make for an amazingly quick cooking time, all right? Now I love ribeye steak with this only because I love the extra sort of marbling of fat. It really makes everything taste good. So it's sort of like, you know, a pork chop. Right? A fried pork chop and that ring of fat, like that's where the money is for me, all right? So this is gonna give us sort of that same context, if you will. So I'm just going in and I'm just making strips, right, for our Mongolian beef. Now I gotta tell you, here's how I came up with this, right? So there is a chain restaurant that is all over the US, and I love going to this restaurant for their Mongolian beef. Well, I was at home, just playing around, and I came up with some flavors, and you know what? It tastes just like the sauce I had at this chain restaurant. So now, no more chain restaurant. No, I'll still go there, don't get me wrong, but now I can make it at home, make it when I want to, and it's just gonna be just as delicious. Now, the benefit of being at home is you can sort of play around with flavors, you can add things, take things out. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna add in a little bit of 5-spice powder. Now I love this because of all the various flavors that it has, and it's gonna give us a really good sort of savory bite when we fry this up, right? All right, and 5-spice powder is great because, look at it, it has in here, right, cinnamon, star anise, fennel, ginger, cloves, and licorice root. So this is gonna be great. It's sort of a floral smell, and I love it, all right? One thing you don't find a lot of in Asian cooking is gonna be salt, right? Because they use soy sauce, but I find a little salt helps bring all our flavors together. Clean hands. Let's just give everything a nice toss, right? I can sort of smell the sweetness of the cinnamon and the 5-spice. This is gonna be great, all right? Now, I'm gonna give this just a little bit of water to help loosen everybody up. And it's also gonna help our cornstarch adhere really well, all right? So, with that being said, let's bring out some cornstarch. All right, so cornstarch is in. Now again, whenever I fry, I typically always use cornstarch because I sort of love what cornstarch does, right? So when it reacts with the heat, those sort of air bubbles, you know, they start working together and you get a really nice crispy fry. So this is gonna be great. It smells good, all right? And I'm all good with this, okay? Give it a nice stir, everything coated up, and this is great. You know what's even great about this is so fast and easy. Not only am I gonna have time to make a beverage, right? My orange juice outers, but you can do this totally on, you know, sort of a Friday night. Who needs, you know, takeout? Now takeout is all good, it has its place, but you know, you can certainly do this midweek. You can do this on a Friday, all right? Got a little company coming over, this would be great, all right? Now, I just wanna prep a little bit of ginger and a little bit of garlic, all right? Those are sort of the staples for pretty much anything Asian. So I'm gonna take off, I don't know, half an inch or so. You know, the good thing about this is you're making it at home, so ginger has a nice spice to it, a nice bite. You know how much you like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do about an inch or so worth. And basically, I just wanna mince it down. So I'm gonna cut it into strips, cut it into thin sticks, just like this. I'm gonna get my mince on with some ginger, all right? And this will be great in the sauce, you know? And if you're making anything Asian and you're not starting with ginger and garlic, then I don't know. Sort of like the same thing you do when you're making, you know, a savory sauce. Gotta start with onion and garlic, right? All right, so this is great. All right, a little ginger, nice and fresh and floral. This is gonna be good for us. Saute it up All right, I'm gonna get in a couple of cloves of garlic. Where are you? Right here. All right, our oil, I think, is hot and ready to go. And we're gonna fry up, let's just do that now. Let's just check it, make sure we're all good. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is great. We're actually gonna fry this up in batches so we don't overcrowd our pan. So look at that, all right? Oh yeah, that's what you want. Nice, crispy, tender pieces of beef. This ribeye is great for you. Now, ribeye can be sort of expensive, so you can go ahead and use, you know, other cuts of beef, a top round, a skirt steak, you know, sort of whatever you want. And hey, if you're not into beef, this works great with shrimp. It works great with chicken. I just happen to like a little beef, all right? So that's gonna be great. Now, back to our garlic. Remember, you gotta start with onion and garlic when you're doing Asian-inspired dishes. So I'm gonna smash up a couple pieces of garlic. Up. There we go, all right? Skins are off. And again, this is a really, really quick cooking, all right? Like, you won't even believe how fast this is. So this can be done ahead of time. You know, you got a few minutes on your hand, do the sauce, put your beef in at the last minute, and then you're all ready to go, all right? And I bet it's done quicker than takeout too, you know? All right, so check me out. I have a pan here. I need some oil. So vegetable oil will work. I'm gonna come steal some from here, right? A little sharing is caring, right? Oh yeah, and I can smell the fragrance of that 5-slice powder in our beef. This is gonna be great. I mean, this Mongolian beef, boy, I tell you, it's really good. It's everything you need for, you know, an Asian dish, all right? This is gonna be really good. A few tablespoons of that, and in go our ginger and our garlic, just like that, all right? I'm gonna give it a stir. And the place where I go to get my Mongolian beef, you know, they don't serve it with carrots. And I always ask them, hey, do you mind putting a little carrot in for me? Because I just happen to love what the sweetness does when carrots are cooked in. So, hey, I'm at home. It's just me, right? So I'm gonna throw in some carrots at this point to sort of saute up, right? And I mean, look at this. Look at our beef. Our beef is almost done. That's looking really good. It smells like an Asian kitchen in here. All right. Now I'm gonna give this a stir. Again, this is a really quick cooking process. Oh yeah, I smell the garlic. I smell the ginger. This smells great. All right. I want to get a little bit of water, right, to help thin out our sauce. And this is it. You know, at this point we're good to go. We can go ahead and add in our soy sauce. Let's just check our beef. Look at that. Right? Oh yeah, nice and crispy, nice and golden. And it doesn't have to look like it's coming from a nice Chinese kitchen. It's great, all right? So let me show you how we do this. Everything's sauteing nicely. It smells good. I'm gonna add in a half cup or so of our brown sugar. And I'm gonna add in some soy sauce. I mean, you won't believe how simple this is. Now, soy sauce can be very powerful, so sort of stem back from it, you know, all right? You don't want a soy sauce facial. Soy sauce, brown sugar, and then a little bit of water helps thin everything out. And listen, this is it. This is our sauce. This is our Mongolian beef sauce. Save for a little bit of red pepper flakes, all right? And this is it. We are all good with our sauce. So our beef is coming out, look at that. All right, it smells good. All right, it's nice and tender on the inside, nice and crispy on the outside. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our second batch, and then this is it. All right, I'm going to introduce our beef to our sauce. Meanwhile, let me get some scallions chopped up, all right? Because you know we need a nice presentation on top. A little green sort of helps everything along. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that smells good. All right, I'm just letting it reduce just a little bit so it gets nice and syrupy, all right? This is a good time to give it a taste. I can already tell we don't need anything, but I'm giving it a taste just to make sure, all right? Oh Oh yeah, I mean that's it. That's perfect. I would give it a little bit more spice. All right, I like a little kick, you know? So, a little bit more of a spice. This is it. I mean, this is great. You can totally do this. It's easy, it's simple. It's my midweek Mongolian beef. I'm gonna get some scallion chopped up, and then I'm gonna show you how to make a fantastic drink, all right? This is my OJ Outers, right? Why do I call them OJ Outers? Very simple. Cut this down a little bit. I call them OJ Outers because 3 strikes and you are out, okay? So let me show you how I do it, all right? We got a pitcher over here, and I'm gonna drop in some green tea. Green tea is very typical, right? In Asian cuisine. This is gonna be great. So I got green tea, a little bit of vodka, a little, or a lot. It's completely up to you, all right, how you want. All right, we need some orange juice for this. So, now I don't know about you, I'm a texture junkie. You know what I mean? I like texture stuff. So I got the extra pulpy orange juice, all right? Because that's what I like. Don't like pulp, don't go with it. But for me, I'm all about the little bits of orange juice floating around, all right? That's sort of what I like. So, all right, we're gonna go for that. Oh yeah, look at that. OJ Outers. And then, to make it Asian, we need some ginger in here, all right? So I'm gonna grab this. While I'm over here, I'm gonna check on our beef. Look at that, all right? Tell me that does not look good. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm gonna give our sauce a stir. That is cooking up beautifully. It's thickening nicely, all right? I'm gonna cut it all the way down, and we are in flavor land with that, all right? Let's grab some ginger. Cut off some of that, all right? And this is it, all right? I'm gonna put some ginger in here, and I sort of like to grate it in, only because I don't like those huge bits of ginger kind of floating around. Nobody really wants that, right? And the longer this sits, the better it tastes. But let me warn you, okay? They are called OJ Outers for a reason, okay? 3 of these, and that is it. You are out, all right? So a little bit of ginger goes in, a little bit, or a lot. You know, play around with it too. The ginger is great for me. I don't mind the bite of ginger, but some people may. Now look at what I got. I used my microplane. I got this sort of pulpy stuff here. So this is exactly what we're looking for to go inside. This is the juice and the flavor from, get it all in there. The juice and the, get in there, and the flavor. All right, let me grab some ice. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. I'm gonna grab something to stir with. And give it some pour in the taste. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Be careful. Too many of these, all right? I warned you. All right, check me out. Look at our beef. This is great, all right? Nice and crispy. I'm going right out of our oil. Oh yeah, I can smell it all. Smells like, you know, Chinatown in here. Over Cermak Street in Chicago, boy. 22nd over there. That's exactly how it smells. 22nd in Halston is what's going on in this kitchen right now. All right, check me out. I want to get everything incorporated. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, does this not make you happy? I mean, that sauce is reduced. The brown sugar is nice. Oh my God, Mongolian beef it's perfect. You know, as I'm stirring, I can hear how crispy it is. That sauce is sort of soaked up in there. Oh yeah, man, this is it. This is it. Let's get a look at our rice. I made a pot of rice earlier. Perfect rice. Let's see, we want to fluff it up. Look at this, the grains separate easily. Okay, do you see what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, man. Let's get a plate. All right, I'm an excited guy right now, okay? Very excited about this sort of a meal. Look at a little rice right in the middle. Yeah, a little basmati rice makes everything good. All right, I'm gonna come in here and add some of this beef and the carrots right in the middle. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, all right, you eat this and you are never going to want takeout again, all right? And I got a little extra sauce sort of floating around the side here. So I'm gonna come in and Look at that. Get some right in there. Oh yeah, man. This is gonna be great. Sort of those bits of ginger and garlic are floating around in there. Some of that red pepper for a little spice. We gotta finish it up right, all right? True to Asian cuisine. A little bit of that. And listen, you know what time it is, huh? Let's give this a taste. Let me grab my OJ Outers. Let's see what we're working with, all right? I wanna get some of the rice. Oh yeah. And the crispiness and some scallion. Can you hear the crunch? My taste buds are singing. This, I'm telling you, you have got to give it a try. Read my lips. You must try this, all right? OJ Outer, It's a match made in heaven. My midweek Mongolian beef is perfect. 2 things you should know. Food is my life, and life is my food. For videos, recipes, and so much more, go to my website. It's www.everydaycooking.com. I gotta finish my Mongolian beef, but until next time, I'll see you right here because this is Everyday Cooking.